Today we're going to talk about this beautiful revolution on YouTube that I am choosing to call the Dough Dash revolution. Things that we can take away as a small channel from what has happened with her. And hopefully it will be very inspiring. I have my notes so we don't waste any time. The first thing is that I really want us to try to get her to 100,000 subscribers. And the way I think that can happen is by us continuing to be a part of her content. You know, I pinned a comment that I would like us to all do a challenge for 21 days to watch her videos, watch one new video from her every day, like and comment. And I'm going to tell you why all of this is very important, in my opinion, for us as small channels. So, what exactly is the revolution that she has started? The revolution that she has started is because of her content. YouTube was on easy mode before, where it was helping small channels, but now it's going even further to help small channels who don't do thumbnails, who don't do a lot of editing, and who come on and share their authentic stories. So what I recognize, I read a comment somewhere on another video, and I recognize that some people were saying like, oh, they're starting to get a little bored, of what she has to say. And I'm like, don't go there. Do not go there. Because, or some people I think are kind of feeling like, well, she's gotten to 40,000 subscribers, so she doesn't need anymore. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Because the more subscribers that she gets is the more it's going to help small channels like ours. I put her growth to several different things. Of course, we know that it's her blessing and we know that it's her time. But above and beyond that, let me tell you another reason that we may not have thought of. YouTube loves her. Why do they love her? And that's the thing that we want to know. They love her because she is encouraging people to join the platform. And any platform that you're on, it's a very basic thing to understand that that platform wants you to stay on it. So somebody who is encouraging people to start new channels is a benefit for YouTube. So the win-win here is on both sides. Why am I saying to go and watch and get her to that higher number of subscribers without saying that, you're getting bored with her content? First of all, if you just kind of step away from all the hype that has been going on because her channel has blown up, if you actually really watch her content, you'll become a lot more aware of her story. And which are the things I'm going to cover. And no, it can't be too hyped. I'm going to tell you one thing that I notice happens. 2 or 3 very big YouTubers have made videos about, they've made videos trying to break down what her success is about. I would love for her to get to 100K because I can see the panic in large YouTubers from what is happening with her, because she has broken every rule, every single thing that they teach us about YouTube. She has broken every rule and they are uncomfortable about it. And when I saw the videos sort of reviewing and trying to diagnose and figure out what it is that she's done to gain this level of success, I felt a sort of a clutching in my chest. And I said, no, 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 do not come for her. Do not come for her yet in your spirit, because you can't figure out what's going on, because it's bigger than that, you know? Um, and so, like, I had this as my last point, as one of my last points, but I actually want to say it now. I do believe that those of us who have found her content and love her content really need to go hard in supporting her, because, like I said before, it will help us as smaller channels. It absolutely will, because YouTube's algorithm is getting more and more and more comfortable with us just turning up as ourselves. And if we stop supporting her, that trend may actually go down. So I said it before, I'm going to say it again. Go watch at least one of her videos every day for 21 days. It will inspire you. It absolutely will, because she's not saying the same thing all the time. And especially for those days you don't feel like making a video, she's an absolutely fabulous resource. And then just to help her stay in the level that she is, whenever you do watch the video, comment and click like. You know what I mean? It's not that hard. So the other thing I think you will find out about yourself, or we will find out about ourselves, by watching her for 21 days in a row, watching a different video 21 days in a row, is how happy can you be for someone else's success? You know, are you gonna just, and it's no judgment, you'll see it for yourself. If you get to a point where watching her success almost starts to make you feel small, when in fact she's trying to do the exact opposite, that's to me the thing that you want to look out for in yourself while you're doing this. I'm putting it out there, I don't have a name for it. Just watch the woman's content for 21 days in a row, because then you will really understand all the things that I'm going to cover next, which is, what did I say? I have 5 lessons. I think of them as spiritual lessons, but I just also think of them as lessons for us as YouTubers. The Clarion call, I heard somebody call it that, and I absolutely loved that they called it that. The Clarion call that she gave out in that first video that really went viral for her, about quitting your 9 to 5. And then the second video about getting on YouTube was, I saw a YouTuber talk about it and not explain, like, why is it such a big deal? And I'm like, okay, I know that a lot of us, I'm 56. I had started on YouTube before I saw her videos. But what her videos have done for me is to help me be more comfortable to just show up as myself on screen, just like I am doing this live now, where, I had all these issues. And if you were to put a name to the Clarion call, it is "You're worthy." That's what she said, and that's what we received. What we received is, you are worthy. And so, yeah, come, 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 come. Open your camera, open your video, and speak about whatever it is that you feel like you want to speak about. I kept thinking to myself, because I've seen people make videos um that sort of want to emulate her. And I had made the point, I had written in my points, emulate her, don't imitate her. And then I kept feeling like, so I said, let me go look up what emulate means. Well, emulate actually means to imitate. So I was like, But why do I keep thinking about this word emulate? And then I recognized it. What we want to emulate from Dough Dash is the success and how she got to that success. So I recognize that there are a lot of people, because of what has happened with her, yes, they're inspired and they've come on and they've started channels. But there's an impatience about growing that will make you burn yourself out. Absolutely will make you burn yourself out. Yeah. So, and she herself says that. But she herself says, when you come onto this platform, be yourself. She didn't say be a carbon copy of her. She keeps saying, be yourself. As a matter of fact, before I started this live, when I wasn't quite sure that I wanted to do it, I actually went and watched 2 of her videos, to sort of inspire myself to get this going. And it was just, I said, this woman has a real story. And I think there's some things that small channels are kind of getting wrong. So the first one is, like I said, be yourself. You don't need to come on YouTube and try to be a carbon copy of Dough Dash. Dough Dash is Dough Dash. She has had her experiences in life. That's her personality. You need to turn up. All of us need to turn up as our authentic self. This is my authentic self. If I was on here, trying to emulate and imitate what Dough Dash is doing, like her excitement and all of that, that's really not my personality. I'm kind of a very calm person. I'm very grounded. So I'm going to turn up as me. And the people that want to gravitate to me will find me. And that's what I believe in. And I think that's what she preaches a lot about, is that. Now, the other thing, so the first one is to be authentic. Number 2 is discipline. Let me tell you, this woman has not just gotten to the internet. We all may have just discovered her, but she has done her time. So I suggest you go back and watch her video that she did on her weight loss journey. It is fascinating and it is beautiful. She was on Instagram at the time. She wasn't on YouTube. And she just put herself out there very authentically while she was on this weight loss journey. And that's not an easy thing for most people to do. If you're overweight and you don't want to be like going through. And so from that experience, she actually learned the pluses and minuses of being online. So even though, yes, she's blowing up on YouTube and it seems brand new, she has been prepared for what can come with a lot of success. And when I say that, I mean in terms of, the downside and the upside. So, and you'll know this from watching her content. She talks about when she was in that process of having to deal with people who were like, no, you can't do it. You're never going to make it. She's had the naysayers and had to go through that. And then the other thing, and let's just not even talk about the discipline that it takes to lose 100 pounds. What? That is intense, serious, and very beautiful. And then when she did lose the weight, somebody encouraged her and she started a GoFundMe too, because she would have had a lot of excess flesh that needed to come off. And yeah, I'm not going to tell that story on her behalf. You need to go watch that and hear that story. And when I listened to that story, I thought, you've manifested money before, Dodash. It's just that this time around, God is making it a lot easier for you. And she knows that because she speaks of it. So the discipline, the discipline as a human being, because YouTube takes discipline. YouTube absolutely takes discipline. It's not just, yeah, it takes discipline. I don't have another way to say that. And she's already expressed that in the universe, in life. And so, yes, she was ready for this success. The other thing that I recognized in watching her content is consistency. So we are just discovering Dodash. But if you go and look at her channel, Dodash has made over 300 YouTube videos. Over 300. And she kept showing up. And she kept showing up. And she kept showing up, knowing that one day she would be successful. I think her channel started like 4 years ago when she was in, a very difficult situation. So she teaches you, or she teaches us, not only are we worthy, but if we keep going and believe in ourselves, then we'll get there. And I think that is one of the most beautiful lessons. So, if you have just started your channel and your views are like 5, 10, 20, 30, don't be put off and don't compare yourself with what's happening with her. She has done her time in the trenches on YouTube. And so she's ready. She's ready for this phenomenal success that she has. Are you ready? Maybe you think you are. But sometimes, God makes us go through. We have to keep showing that we have that fortitude to keep doing the things that we say we want to do. Yeah, because I'm not actually going to make this very long. Community. Within her content, she has encouraged us to create community among one another, which I think is fantastic. And in that community, because I recognize I've not been making videos forever, but I've been watching YouTube forever. Um, well, maybe not forever, but definitely since the pandemic. I'm not really on Instagram. I have never opened TikTok. And Facebook is just many years ago. So the place that I get my content, watch content, is YouTube. And so I know that what's happening with her has not happened before, ever, with like, and she says it, like with just a regular person showing up as our regular selves. And so when those bigger channels have started to take note of her, let us keep her in prayer. Let us keep her in prayer because it's very important that we don't just leave her out there for the wolves, because they're coming for her. They're absolutely coming for her. So let's stand behind her, um, because it will help us. All the things that I'm saying about her, I'm hoping that as you're hearing it and interpreting it, that it will bring you to a place of understanding that there's sometimes when there's a person that when they win, you win. And that's how I feel about Dodash. When she wins, all of us win. And so that's why, yeah, honestly, it came to me this morning and I was like, yo, I want Dodash to reach 100,000 subscribers. because I want YouTube to continue to give us room to grow. But at the same time, I want us to recognize that we don't need to be in such a hurry. We don't need to be in such a hurry, and we don't need to be desperate about that growth. We can just be inspired by what we have seen her achieve and know that it can, you know, there's some people who will follow and open a channel and they'll hit big numbers very quickly. And then there's other channels that won't. And that's okay. It may take you a longer time, but don't get dismayed. Don't get dismayed at all. So, really, that's what I wanted to share. And I'm going to reiterate what I said at the beginning. Please join me in watching at least one of her videos 21 days in a row. Yeah. Um, one, to inspire you, two, to help the algorithm do what it's doing, and three, to help her channel grow, and four, to help you stay consistent on this platform. So I really wish you the best of success, and what for whatever you decide that your channel is going to be about. And yeah, keep it going, and best of luck to you. Okay.